college-bound teens and their parents. We also could not have done this without our partners at Forform Baltimore and the Teen Funder Collaborative. Our Jump on the Bus virtual college road trip includes student-led tours, professional information sessions, virtually connect with the colleges you are interested in. The virtual college road trip features over 150 admission representatives, Hillel representatives, industry professionals, and students across the country. We have seen about 7,000 visitors so far at our website, which is incredibly exciting. And everything, all of our sessions are being recorded on our YouTube channel, which we just reached 800 views there. So we are very excited that you guys are all jumping on the bus with us and joining us for our college tours. That being said, I want to introduce our panelists tonight from College of Charleston. Tonight, we have Fred Quick, the Associate Director of Admissions, Yaron Ayalon, the Director of the Yashik Arnold Jewish Studies Program, Deb Silver, the Director of College of Charleston Hillel, Maddy Grossoff, and Jenna Leaf, 2 students. I am really excited to hear all about College of Charleston. If you have questions while we are going through, please use the Q&A function, and I will be coming back up at the end to facilitate Q&A for everybody. So thank you again to everybody for joining us, and I will hand it off to Fred now.
All right, perfect. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. As she said, my name is Fred Quick. I'm an Associate Director for Admissions with the College of Charleston. I'm excited to join you tonight. I'm excited to, I guess, break the monotony of your social distancing and your quarantining to talk about a place that's very near and dear to my heart. I'm Fred, well, I already said I'm Fred Quick, but I'm an alum of the College of Charleston. I graduated in 2014 with a degree in sociology, and I've been working in the Office of Admissions since. I'm currently the counselor for the Deep South, so everything from Georgia to Louisiana, that's going to be me. So I'm excited to share with you the opportunities available here at the college. Now, we are entering into unprecedented times, and that this upcoming fall would be an interesting look at fall recruitment and at fall recruitment travel as well. So we may not be able to get into all the schools like we'd like, which is why demonstrated interest or those models are going to be more important than ever for any school, not just the College of Charleston. So right at the top right of your screen, right there, what you'll see is a QR code. If you have your cell phones, you can go to your camera app and you can hover over that QR code and it'll take you to a link to actually sign up to say that you attended this event today. Now, I know you've already registered and we're going to get that as well, but just to give you that extra sense of assurance that your information is going to be there, I want to make sure that you're getting credit for all of the tour experiences. We have an amazing virtual visit center, so we're going to be able to engage with you in a lot of different ways, whether that's giving you a full tour of our campus, giving you specific panels with people from our School of Business, from our School of Math and Science, and so on and so forth about our actual campus experience. Now, what I'm here to do today is actually just share with you some of the statistics and facts about the College of Charleston, because we have students who can actually give you the authentic College of Charleston experience. So the College of Charleston, we were founded in 1770. We're the 13th oldest college in the nation. We're the oldest school in the South. We're a public liberal arts and science university, or we're a public university founded in the liberal arts. So what that means is that we are a medium-sized college, right at about 9,800 students. We have an average class size of about 23 and a student faculty ratio of about 15 to 1. So we're able to provide a small and catered and tailored experience to you as a student, while also offering the big resources that you'd find at a larger school. So we have an amazing study abroad experience. We actually, as you can see down at the bottom, we have one of the best study abroad experiences in the country. We offer study abroad to over 60 different countries and territories. Literally, you name it. If you want to go and actually last year we had a study abroad experience of going to Iceland, and they studied fire and ice. So understanding the glacier development and geyser development in Iceland. So they walked around the national park for a week. So in that, you're able to actually have a tailored experience in your study abroad. You don't have to be in any particular major. You just have to have an experience or have a desire to actually see and learn from the world around you. So the College of Charleston, getting here and then going deeper into what we actually are. Getting here last year, our middle 50% score between about a 24 to a 29 on the ACT, and between about 1120 to a 1280 on the SAT. But what we look for, and this year is going to be a little different. We actually are adapting and adopting a test optional platform this year. So you don't have to submit your test scores. I know it's been a big stressor this past year of not having the opportunities to test for your junior year, and then also going into senior year of maybe not having a chance to test as well. So what really stands out and what's going to be important is having a competitive AB average. So what that means is that we want to see that you challenge yourself in the classrooms and that you're successful at it. So seeing that from freshman year through senior year. Now, this is something that I've kind of operated from my start in admissions till now, is that 4 years in a classroom is a better indicator of your success and your ability to exceed or excel at the College of Charleston, more so than waking up on a Saturday morning and bubbling in the right answers for 4 hours. So actually seeing that from freshman year through senior year, whether that's a upward trend of seeing that you're adding more rigor into your coursework, that you're successfully completing your coursework, that you're learning things, and in the classes that you love, you're excelling. In the classes that you don't like as much, but you know that you need to take and you know you need a good grade in, that you're doing your best in as well. So having that gives us a full picture of your academic success. We also want to see the kind of role that you play within your campus community as well, whether that means getting involved with different clubs and organizations, whether that means you're volunteering more or you have a part-time job outside of school. Seeing that you're working towards things while also learning shows us that you're adaptable and you're able to excel within the classrooms at the College of Charleston. So finally, I told him I was only going to take 5 minutes, and I'm trying to wrap it up as quick as possible. The College of Charleston experience, what we really like to stress is that balance of achieve and enjoy. So college has always been thought to be this transformative place where you're going to have the best time of your life. Those are the 4 years of memories that you'll carry with you forever, the friendships that last a lifetime. You want to have that balance, but you also want to be in a place that offers internships, that offers volunteering opportunities, that offers a place for you to get your foot into the door of the career path that you're interested in. With being at a liberal arts college, it is a very unique experience in that you're able to dabble in a lot of places and kind of create a full picture from there. So what we like to do at the College of Charleston is not limit those opportunities. We used to have a campaign that said we were boundless, and the opportunities at the College of Charleston truly are. So we have over 250 clubs and organizations on the campus. Greek life makes up about 20% of our student body. You don't have to go Greek, or if you do go Greek, it's not going to be the end all be all of your life. You'll actually have time to actually participate within our student government association with some of our majors and minors. For every major and minor in our School of Business, there's a club affiliated with it. So if you were a commercial real estate major or minor, you're able to actually join the commercial real estate club, which means that you're going to be partnering with other students who are passionate about the same thing. One thing that I really want to stress is that your learning doesn't stop when the school bell rings, and it doesn't stop when you're released from class. So what we want you to do is actually be in an environment that encourages you to keep your inquisitive mind, to continue to challenge yourself in new ways and take what you learn within the classroom and apply it outside of it. Our professors are here because they want to teach, they want to engage with you, they want to have those aha moments, and they want to see you excel. So they're always available to you. As a liberal arts college, our professors are here to actually work with you outside of that, within their office hours, within their, I guess, design office hours, and then in those unique cases where you need something right away, they're available via email. Some of them may give their cell phone numbers as well. I'm going to stress our Center for Student Learning as well, which is where our students are able to go to get tutoring from 7 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night. It is a great resource in all of our core subjects and all 13 of our foreign languages. You're able to go in, all 12 of our foreign languages now, you're able to go in and actually get tutoring and get assistance in writing your papers and doing your oral presentations as well. It is a great tool to ensure that you are able to find success. College of Charleston played a huge role in me refining some of my skills and actually learning new traits as well. But my student experience was years and years and years ago. So what I'm going to do is pass it off to Maddy, and she can kind of share her student experience.
Hi, I'm Maddy. I'm a senior at the College of Charleston. I'm an early childhood education major and a psychology minor. Currently, I'm serving as the president of Hillel, and besides Hillel, I'm involved in dance marathon. The organization's called Charleston Miracle. Um, I also am involved in HERE, which is the Holocaust Education Awareness and Remembrance group on campus, and I'm also involved in Greek life. I just want to share really quick my favorite thing about the College of Charleston. So I love that when you're on campus, you really feel like the sense of community and that you're on campus. But then if you walk one street over to King Street, you're in like a totally different world. It's very lively and vibrant. There's a million things to do. And I just love that you have those different options being in the middle of the city. So I love College of Charleston, and any questions that you have, I would love to answer and help you out. So now I'm going to pass it off to Jenna, and she will tell you a little bit about herself.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I am a marketing major and a Jewish studies minor. I am the Tikkun Olam chair on Hillel board, and I also am a member of Greek life. So even since I just finished my freshman year, I want to share a little bit about getting involved in Hillel as a freshman because I know it can be a little nerve-wracking. I remember my first time, I was like so nervous. It was just a mess. So one thing I really like is that the first few events, especially like Friday night Shabbats, one person of the Hillel board will like meet at a freshman dorm, and you can all like walk there together so that you make friends along the way, but you're also like not getting lost on campus going there. And also during the first like month or so of school, we'll have like weeks of welcome events. And also some of the events will be catered specifically to freshmen so that you can meet people in your year, which is really helpful. And even though like you're a freshman and you're like a baby to college, really soon after you get involved, it's going to start feeling very natural and you're just going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel like you were never like brand new to it. And that's how I feel now. So yeah. I'm just going to pass it off to Deb now. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Deb Silver. I'm the Hillel director here at the College of Charleston. I unintentionally matched today with Jenna wearing our Charleston Hebrew shirts, which we like to give out to anyone who comes to visit campus, or if you don't visit before your freshman year, you'll definitely get one. We've got lots of Hillel and Jewish studies swag, but I'll talk a little bit about student life from the Hillel perspective. But one thing that's just really interesting to know about our model here is that Hillel is actually part of the Jewish studies program at the university, which Dr. Yaron Ayalon directs. So really our Jewish studies program enwraps not just academics, which include our strong major and minor programs, but it also includes student life, and it also includes community programming. So a lot happens under our one roof in the Jewish Studies Center, which is right on campus, right across the street from one of the dorms. I think that's really unique because it's so woven into the college community already, and basically once you get involved with one part of the Jewish Studies program, it's easy to get involved with everything else. So Yaron will talk more about the academic program, but Hillel and just the student life, the Jewish student life profile here, we have about 500 Jewish undergrad students. So that's those students primarily about a third come from the Maryland, DC, and Virginia area. About a third come from the Northeast, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, etc. And a third come from Atlanta and other Southern Jewish communities. But we also have growing Jewish populations from Chicago and from the West Coast. So we have growing diversity within Jewish life here, and of course a handful of in-state students as well. The college, I don't know if Fred can jump in on what percent is in-state versus out-of-state, but Jewish students are primarily out-of-state, but it's easy to find a home at Hillel. We have programming every day of the week that all different kinds of programming. So we have our social meals on, this is, I'm going to tell you about what it has been, and this is what it was pre-corona, and we are working on adjusting it to the new normal. But just to give you a sense of the scope of what we can do, we have our social meals on Wednesday evening, so that's a free dinner there. And Friday night we have Shabbat services and dinner, and it's just a place where you can come, get your food, sit with your friends, make new friends, and just relax and take a break from the week. And the Hillel staff are there to listen, to help you in any way that we can. We try to meet with every student during the school year. So freshmen first, but then also reconnecting with the older students, the returning students. We have within just Hillel and the student board, there's also, as Maddy mentioned, there's here the Holocaust Education Awareness and Remembrance Group. We have a peer Jewish learning cohort called Havara, which was started this year by a group of freshmen who approached the Hillel staff and said, we want to do this, and we made it happen like that. So you can really come to the college. If there's not something that you want to be involved in, we can make it happen. That's true for Jewish studies, and that's true for a lot of things at the college. It's not a stagnant place. Things are moving forward. We want to move them forward, and we want to help push them forward. And we want the people who are coming here to be excited about that and to want to learn and grow with us. We also have a Challah for Hunger chapter, which, even though they are not baking challahs on campus right now, are still doing amazing. Still did amazing work during the semester about food insecurity on campus and fundraising for that. So the group, everybody stayed active over the quarantine and being off campus. And I think that just goes to show what a tight-knit Jewish community that we have here, that people stayed engaged and stayed active and wanted to still come together even when we couldn't be together in person. It really is a special community here. There's a lot of opportunities to get involved with the greater Jewish community. There are 2 synagogues downtown, so students teach Hebrew school or sometimes attend services there. And the community in general is so supportive of the Jewish Studies program that there are a lot of opportunities and particularly a lot of scholarships. So I'm going to let Yaron now talk a little bit more about the Jewish Studies program and how we can help you get here.
Sorry, hi everyone, and thanks for joining us. So I'm Yaron, I'm the director of the Jewish Studies program at the College of Charleston. And I have to say, I have no expertise in admissions and and no background in marketing, but I can tell you this is the best place I've ever worked. And I have worked at several universities so far. I'm a historian by training, and I deal with Jewish history, among other things. But I'm not here to talk to you about my own. In my job, I oversee our program, which includes the academic side, it includes the public events and community engagement side, and it includes student life, which is Hillel. You just heard from Deb about that. I really do think that, and I feel it every day. I've been in this position almost a year now. This is one of the best places in the country, if not the best place, to be a Jewish college students. In part, or to a great part, I should say, it's because we really have everything in one place. We have this really fabulous 24,000 square feet facility that we don't share with any other unit on campus. It just belongs to us. And in that facility, we have the offices and lounge and other spaces for the space where we meet for meals and Shabbat dinners. We have classrooms, we have the offices for the faculty, everything that is related to Jewish stuff, if you wish, is in that one location. And many of our, in fact, most of our community events take place also in our building. So this is really has been this magnet for everything related to Judaism that takes place, not just on the College of Charleston, but also in the city of Charleston more broadly, because we play a very significant role in the Charleston Jewish community more broadly. In fact, I don't know of any other Jewish studies program in the country that does what we do. We hold, again, this is before Corona, before we had to adjust something 30 and 40 public events every year, including guest speakers from out of town and so on. This was really something great, and it will continue. We're just going to have to find a way to do it in a safe and an appropriate way. The academic side of the program, I want to say almost, I don't know if almost all, but the greater majority of students who are Jewish interact with us at the College of Charleston to some degree. They come to events, maybe they take a class with us. And I'd like to encourage all of you to explore this academic side, not because I'm here to advocate that you should study Jewish studies instead of studying whatever else you have in mind to study, but actually in addition. First of all of our courses are qualified as counting towards the college general education requirements. In other words, you have to take courses in the gen ed requirements. Why not study with us? With us, unlike many other majors and minors, you can double dip. In other words, it can count for both the gen ed requirement and for the major or minor. And so many of our students realize that by the time they're juniors or seniors, it makes sense for them to declare a minor, sometimes a major in Jewish studies, because they've already done the coursework anyways. We train you in a lot of skills if you study with us, whether it's a course or you take the minor or the major. I think we are a great second major, to be honest. It's the best addition to everything else that you may be doing. We give you this great toolbox that you would need to succeed in every job. Skills like writing and public speaking and research and thinking outside the box, being creative about your approach to whatever it is that you do. These are things that we are really great at helping you develop in those areas. We're also going to have a lot more new internship opportunities associated with our programs that are already noted, has very generously supported us over the years. And so our program has been involved with the community, which means if you come from a moderately or even very active Jewish community, you would feel right at home in Charleston, because you will have a Jewish community that is involved, including in any other places, including in big cities where there is a big Jewish community, but it's not typically very much involved with campus life. At the College of Charleston, it is. So I think our place really is a wonderful second home, or third home if your dorm is your second home. And I encourage all of you to come and visit us. We are also going to do some, for those who can't visit in person, I imagine that we're going to do some virtual tours and even live virtual tours, so people can, someone can walk with a camera and you can actually stop us and ask questions about what you're seeing. And all of these things are going to happen, and hopefully all of you could, within a few months at least, could come and visit us. I can promise you one thing, when you come and visit us, you're going to fall in love with this place, just like I did, just like I think everyone who comes from this college on this call and not on this call has felt before. So I think I've said enough about this, and I'm happy to take questions once we get to the questions part. And that is, I believe that's my part, and we are now going back to Kelly, I think. She'll be here in a
Yes,
second.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I had all my question windows open. Thank you, everybody, for that. If I could get everybody, all our presenters, to turn their cameras back on, that would be great. Wait, give Deb a second. Great. Thank you guys all so much. That was so informative. Yaron, you were saying something about coming to campus, but we had a specific question of when you think in-person tours might resume. Do you want to speak to that and maybe just
Sure.
General COVID-related adjustments?
Well, I can say about us, and I'm sure Fred knows the bigger picture. So for us, I'll just say that we know that we are not allowed, in fact, to do any of these over this summer. Our plans is, the moment we are allowed to do that, to make that happen. We're happy those people in our building, we did it all the time until Corona started.
Yeah, and just to echo that, the only difference, people are still coming on campus. People are still somehow finding their way to Charleston. And so we are accommodating self-guided walking tours. So if you find yourself in the city of Charleston, you can come to the admissions office right at our door where people normally would be. There's a big map of our campus, but also a self-guided tour guide that will take you through our entire campus. It's just like going on a tour without having to listen to someone else's jokes. So it's a great and tailored experience.
Yeah, that's such a great thing. I haven't heard about anybody else doing that. That's great. Okay, so my next question,
Can
I'm
I
going
just
to
add to that? Just a quick note. Many of the buildings are closed nowadays because the college has not gone back to work. But if anyone visiting wants to see the Jewish Studies Center, just shoot me an email and we'll find a time when I'm there. I'm there some of the days. Deb is there. I mean, we can make it happen.
Okay,
But we
great.
just need to know that you're coming.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. Okay, great. We just had another question come in. I'm going to direct this to Jenna and Maddy, but if anybody else wants to jump in, please do. The question is, what does mental health support look like on campus?
Something that's really special about the College of Charleston is we have a student run thing called Cougar Counselor. So Cougar Counseling. So we have students who are actually fully trained in counseling, and they are always there to support you. We also have hotlines available if ever you're feeling lonely or if you need to talk to someone. Also off campus, we're in a major city, so we do have a lot of resources, which is really special. But in general, there are so many great things to do for yourself and your mental health just being around Charleston, whether it's taking a walk or like going to the Battery, going to the beach. There's so many wonderful opportunities. And I think Charleston's just a great place to be. And we have a lot of great resources too.
I just want to add on to that. I know it's a little nerve-wracking to go to the Cougar Counseling Center at first, but I know plenty of people who have gone and they love it. Like they seriously have helped their mental issues so much, which is something that I think is really important to college, since college can bring like a whole new load of anxiety or anything. And they will go meet however often they need, weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, and just talk through everything, which I've heard is very useful.
Great.
I just want to add on that we have something that's really fun is we have during finals and midterm week, we usually have therapy dogs that come. So there's always like so many opportunities to like be with dogs and animals, which is always.
That's awesome. Anybody else want to add in on that one? Okay, great. Okay, so something that, we have another question just came in. I think, Maddy, you mentioned you were involved in Greek life, and somebody asked, are there Jewish sororities?
Yeah, so actually Jenna and I are both involved in Greek life, and we do have SDT, which is a historically Jewish sorority on campus. But something that I really love about the College of Charleston and makes it so special is I know a Jewish person in every single sorority at the college. And something else that I love about College of Charleston is Greek life is, I feel like, very fluid here. So for example, I have a friend in every single sorority. There's no like rivalries or anything like that. Everyone hangs out with each other. Everyone and also I have friends who aren't in sorority, so I love that. It's just like a very welcoming community, and you don't necessarily have to be in one sorority if you're Jewish.
So in addition to having a Jewish sorority, we also have ZBT, a historically Jewish fraternity on campus. So there is Jewish Greek life, and then there are lots of, as Maddy said, lots of Jews in Greek life as well.
Great. Okay, Jenna, this question is for you. You just completed your freshman year. So we've had a lot of questions come up. People always want to hear about transitions into college. What was that like for you? I mean, I think you said that getting involved, kind of once you get involved, you feel like a part of things, but we'd love kind of your transition to college. What was that like?
So I went to sleepaway camp for a few years growing up, which I think definitely helped my college transition, but I know plenty of people who never went to camp and were completely fine. My roommate, I actually met through Facebook, and she was also actually from Atlanta, but we didn't know each other, which was very nice to have someone that you know from Atlanta, or wherever you're from, just have someone that you know from your home so that you could like travel back with them, which is really nice. If you know anyone from like your high school who's going to the same school as you, that's also very helpful. Um, I did get homesick a few times, but it's so easy to find a ride wherever you want to go. Like I literally decided to go home like a night before the weekend once, and it was completely fine. And also, if you are feeling homesick, I know your friends are too, so you definitely have that like support system. Also, Charleston's campus is just really easily walkable. It's like 10-15 minutes to the other side of campus, which is really nice so that you're not like on this huge campus where you're just walking everywhere. You can wake up 10 minutes before class and be fine. And I would just recommend taking advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, whether it's going to a sports game, going to the beach, or going to like the tutoring center. I love the tutoring center, which will definitely help your transition.
Great, thank you. Okay, so I am sitting on my porch in Atlanta, Georgia right now, but whoever asked this question is definitely not in the South. So the question is, how hot does it get in Charleston? And is there a lot of air conditioning to help combat it? So that person is definitely not here in the South, but I would love to hear people talk about the weather in Charleston and how that is part of the experience.
So as a person who grew up in the South, Charleston's heat is different. It was definitely an adjustment to the humidity. I know my orientation session was probably the hottest day ever, and then it rained. But no, you get acclimated to it, and all the buildings are set to frozen, so it's pretty cold when you go inside as well. But you'll get adjusted to it, and you'll appreciate not needing a jacket in August, or actually in March in some places. So.
Sometimes even in December, you don't need a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can probably count on my hand how many times I wore a jacket. And I've lived in Michigan before, so was a very welcome change. But I also get hot easily. So I've figured out all the hacks on campus of like how to walk through an air conditioned building when you're trying to get from one end of campus to another. Like I can tell you where all the back doors are. You can beat the heat. If I can do it, you can do it.
But because of that, we have the most beautiful fall and spring. That's like perfect temperature. So you always have that to look forward to. You have like 1 month of horrible heat and then the most perfect fall and spring.
But most students are not on campus during the really, really hot season anyways. You have 3 to 4 weeks at the beginning of the fall semester, but that's about it.
Great. Okay, Fred, there was a request in the chat to show the QR code again. Everybody wants credit for showing up. So if you want to share your screen again, we'll give everybody a chance to scan the QR code to get credit for showing up. Great. Looking at the questions. I would love to hear, are professors approachable? Are most classes taught by professors? How do you, and all those kind of pieces people always want to hear about?
That's me, I believe.
That's you. Yeah, we'd love to hear about that, but also just as students perspective as well, in terms of how, I mean, you could talk about how you interact with students and also students, how they've interacted with their professors.
Okay. So that's half me. That's good. So I think, I can't speak for the college in its entirety. I can only say what I've seen, and I've been here for a year. I worked at several universities where the main focus of the faculty is on their own research, and they teach because they have to teach. Some people even see their teaching as a burden, as something, well, I have to do it, so I'll have time to do my own research. And then the teaching looks that way, obviously, because it's not the thing that you care about. Here, from what I've seen so far, the professors at the College of Charleston are really devoted teachers. They really teaching. A lot of them, and that includes me, wanted to be teachers from a very young age. At least since I was 16, I knew I wanted to teach. And many of us are like that. And it's true, we also do research, and many of us are very passionate about our research too. But the teaching is very important. Specifically in our program, we are a relatively small and intimate place in terms of people. We are a huge space in terms of physical space, but that we have a very close connections with the students, and we we get a lot of those interactions, especially because our program doesn't only do the academic stuff. In the classes I taught this year, I had many students who were, who I also see at Hillel events, who I also see in all sorts of other places, but they're also in my class. So I think that was a very valuable experience. I think if you're looking for close interactions with teachers who actually are committed to your success and to your future, and a great place to be. That's from my side anyways.
Great.
Something that really drew me to the College of Charleston were the small class sizes. So I love that you really get the opportunity to get to know your peers and also your professors. A little tip that I always love to tell incoming students is within like the first week or two of school, I advise you to go to your professor's office hours and just introduce yourself and get to know them. And they always love when you come in and speak with them. It's specific to the Jewish Studies building. I've taken multiple classes within the Jewish Studies department, and I know every single professor and they all know me by name. So it's a really great community, and being in the building so often, because a lot of our Hillel events are actually in the Jewish Studies building. So being in the building so often, you really get to know the staff and all of the professors. And we do have a dining hall, Marty's place. I'll let Jenna touch on that because I know that that's like her favorite place. But you always see professors there, and they love saying hi and like introducing you to like their friends and everything. So I'll let Jenna elaborate on that. But the class sizes at College of Charleston are awesome, and professor-student relationships are really strong.
Great. Jenna?
So my first semester of college, I had a 200-person class at 8 a.m. on Monday morning, which I was like not excited for, but the professors, they would always stand at the front door and greet everyone. So even in that big lecture class, you still get that like, oh, they see me, they know who I am, and they care about me. And then I also had a class with 12 people. So they're all gonna know you by name, which is really nice at Charleston. And every professor is required to have office hours. And even if you can't meet in office hours, they'll be like, just email me. We can make an appointment for another time, which is really nice. And just to touch on Marty's a little bit, it's, in my opinion, the best dining hall on campus. It's vegan, vegetarian, and kosher, which is really fun. And it's only a meal swipe for a meal. It's really good too. You can always find people studying or people just hanging out, professors, local Charleston families eating there. And it's in the Jewish Studies building, which is really nice just to grab like a snack before you go to class. So yeah, I highly recommend it.
Good. Dining halls would often get highly recommended. So it's a good recommendation. Okay, Fred, I'm going to throw this question to you. But if anybody else wants to jump in, please do. How does the college help and prepare students for internships, and what does career or academic counseling look like?
Amazing. All right. So starting with academic counseling. At your orientation session, you'll meet your general academic advisor. So you'll go to orientation, you'll meet all these new people, you'll sweat a lot, and you'll plan your schedule with the academic advisor. In that, you're essentially getting your general education classes, your liberal arts courses out of the way. Now, the second you declare your major, you don't have to declare your major until second semester of your sophomore year. Some of our majors may encourage you to start as early as possible just to get ahead of some of the coursework, like your computer science, or in the bio or in biochem. The second you declare your major, you'll receive an advisor from within that department. So it'll be someone who's likely your professor. They work with you to help you plan out what your actual pathway is going to be, but also what your career choice and what your opportunities are there. Now, when it comes to looking into internships, and some of our majors, internships aren't a requirement, but it's a great thing to have as well. So in programs like hospitality and tourism, it's required that you have at least 2 internships. But in other programs, like in psychology, where it's a broad looking or broad scope field, but you have a lot of different avenues to go into, you can pursue an internship to actually use it as credit for your major as well, or just find an internship. And our professors play a role in actually helping you build those relationships and actually get those connections across the city to be able to have those internships. But just in preparing for it, it comes with your time on the campus. Something I didn't mention in the presentation is that we're so centered into the city of Charleston that the way the city grows affects how we grow as a campus. So the opportunities that are available within the city are available to you as a College of Charleston student. So everything from Boeing, which is a large producer of airplanes in the world, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Volvo, Benefit Focus, Boomtown, and the Medical University of South Carolina, which is the oldest medical school in the South, is 4 blocks from our campus. So you're surrounded by opportunities, and our campus is here to help facilitate the word for facilitate, facilitates your avenues into that.
Awesome. Awesome. So that was the last question that we had. I want to thank everybody and give you as an opportunity if anybody has a final word that they want to give before we close it off this evening.
I would just say feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. We, or at least I know Jenna would too, would love to talk to you and answer any questions. And we hope to see you soon in Charleston.
If you're ever in Charleston during the school year, please come down to Hillel for dinner. It's really fun to sit with the incoming prospective students and their families and meet new people. And go Cougars.
And,
Go Cougars.
and feel free to reach out to any of us. Do they have their our contact?
Yes, after this, we'll send out to all the participants your contact information so they can follow up with any of you if they have further questions.
Yeah. And just come here. This is really the best school to go to. Don't waste your time on other schools. Just get over here. I'm telling you, the best place to be.
Okay, on that note, just get here, just go to the school. Thank you all for joining us from College of Charleston tonight to share about your school. We really appreciate it. We have another event coming up tonight on the college road trip. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we're coming back together with Jed Appleruth from Appleruth Tutoring Service to talk about testing and SAT testing, schools going test optional. It's a big topic right now, so we hope that you will join us tonight at 8 o'clock. Then on, I have Monday, but I know that is not the right day. On, I think Thursday at 5 p.m., we have the University of Richmond, and Friday at 1 p.m., we have Emory University right here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you are interested in learning more, you can jump on the bus with us at roadtriptocollege.org. Follow us at social media at JumpSparkATL. As I said at the beginning, all of our sessions are being recorded and you can access them on our YouTube channel, which can be found on our website. At the close of this call, you will be receiving a survey. Please fill it out and tell us about your experience so that we can work to make it better as we go forward. Thank you again to everyone for joining us, and we will see you back here again soon.
Thank you.